Hey YouTube, this is Victor with One Tech Howley, here giving you a little bit of tips on crafting with Elder Scrolls Online. Now we're going to be going over blacksmithing, clothing, and woodworking. This is all recorded on my Xbox and 100% edited also on the Xbox. So really hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. Enjoy. That's hot.
Alright guys, so we're going to start off by researching and gaining experience with crafting. First off, you always have to research. By researching a certain trait that allows you to apply that trait to that piece of armor or weapon. It's always important. Here I have nothing to work with blacksmithing, so we'll move on. After that, always refine. Refine your ores to make them into ingots, and then it also buys you a chance to break it down and also get a weapon or armor trait that allows you to apply that to a weapon or piece of armor later on. And after you're done refining, move on to deconstruction. Deconstruction is the best way to build experience for that line that you're trying to work with. For here with blacksmithing, as you can see, while I'm breaking down these or deconstructing these materials, I'm not only gaining tons of experience, but I'm also gaining raw material, ingots, racial traits, and also honing stone and weapon and armor traits as well. So definitely very useful. Deconstruction is the most important process of this. So I'm going to move on to the clothing station now to repeat the process. It's the exact same process. So go down to research. Right now I'm in the middle of researching a robe, a trait for a robe. Now I've already researched 4 traits for a robe. I'm on the 5th one now. Now that process for the 5th one's taking about 3 days. The more traits that you research, the longer it takes. So, you know, it takes time. Now we'll move on, refine our raw material, and refine the iron hide scraps, make iron hide, and refine this material as well. And then look, I got not only, my material needed, but I also got a legendary upgraded material. Now deconstruct, and look at this, now I'm gaining experience and more material to use. Got a hemming and also a racial stone as well. And the more you deconstruct, you won't even, like I said before, you'll gain raw material and also upgrading material as well as experience. Repeat the process, move over to the woodworking station. And at the woodworking station, again, repeat the process. Check first if you can research anything. Here, I have nothing to research, so move on from there. Deconstruct. Well, have only a birch bow to deconstruct. That's perfectly fine. Got my sanded birch and a weapons trait. Refine. Now I got a pitch out of that and a weapons trait. So after you're done with all that, deconstructed, researched, did everything you can, now you move on. This is a very important process of building experience and also unlocking traits that you can then craft to your own material later on. So if you want to be a craft master, this is the foundation of it. Let's move on, guys. Alright guys, so in this next segment we're going to go over creation and improvement. So for this example, I'm going to create a bow for us. Now after you select what you want to create, move down to the material. Choose the material, we're going to work with birch. And then after that you choose this style. Now with the style, what you can start off with when you're just starting off is only your own racial style. When I started, I am a Dunmer, so I started off only able to craft in the Dunmer style. But obviously throughout my experience, I opened up my variety to all racial styles and even the barbaric style too. So when you come down to it, just choose what kind of racial style you want to craft with, then you choose a trait. Now, again, you can only craft in the trait that you have researched. That's why research is so important. So choose a certain trait, craft it, and then after you have crafted it, now you can move on to improvement. Now, improvement is a huge process. This is how you can make your weapon or armor even better. Now, select your piece of weapon or armor that you want to improve. Now, each pitch that you add onto there, which is the woodworking improvement material, increases your chances of upgrading it. I always recommend go 100% every time because it sucks to waste 1, 2, 3 perch if it's not going to work. Okay, so always go 100% if you can. If you're not going all in, might as well not do it at all. As you can see, it upgraded the damage power and it made my material even better. Now, when you move up to the next level, it becomes harder to improve it. So you're going to need more material on the next level up, but it's harder to come across it. So Elder Scrolls Online was very creative in making this a very difficult process of improving. So I'm just going to deconstruct this so I can get my material back, whatever I can get, and move on from there. So again, I'm going to just show this process to you with the clothing station. So again, choose what you want to create. Let's make a robe. And we're going to do it with the crushed fiber. Choose a style. I'm going to make a, let's see what we want to make. Let's go with the Altmer. Nah. Let's go, yeah, I guess Altmer, whatever. No, Argonian. Yeah, let's go Argonian. So after that, we're going to choose a trait, craft it, and then same process. We're going to take that, and then I'm going to go back to improvement and add it to the improvement. Again, go 100%. Don't take a risk. It's not worth it. I've had the headache of losing out on taking a risk. So then we'll try an improvement to the next level this time. You know, it's going to cost me a little bit of material, but I'll like you guys. I'll show you something. So again, this one's going to take a little bit more material, like I said earlier. You have to add not 3, but 4 this time to add it to the superior level. So if you put 3, 90%, had it lose out on me on 90%, not work. So just for the heck of it, I'm going to show you at 100%, just so you can show what that material does to you. So add it to 100%, craft, and there you go. The armor's a lot stronger. The trait onto it is a lot better too, and you know, you get all around a better piece of material. Deconstruct it again. Hey look, I got my material back, cool. And move on to blacksmithing and show you what it looks like on there as well. Again, creation, choose whatever you want to create. We'll make a caress, and again, choose a material, style, trait, create. And then from there, we're going to improve, add it to there, improve it. I'll put honing stones. I won't make it a superior or an epic because I craft a lot in heavy armor and weapons, so that's kind of necessary to me. But hey, look, you know the process, guys. So I'm going to go back and deconstruct that. And again, showing an example again, deconstructing always builds good experience. And so does creating. It's really important as well to create. It helps build your experience as well. And we all win at the end of the day. Let's do a dance. Alright, guys. Alright guys, so now I'm going to go over how to spend your skill points in all of crafting. So, as you can see here with blacksmithing, the top of the list, metalworking, allows you to, the higher level that you have that upgraded to, allows you to work with higher end materials. So the more you level up, you're going to have to level this up in order to craft at your level. Healing allows you to, if you have that unlocked, you get daily deliveries of raw material. The higher level, the better material you get sent to you. Metal extraction. This, the higher level you have this, the better chances of extracting and better material you get from extracting or deconstructing. a little bit more familiar term that we're used to. Temper expertise. Now, the higher level that this is, the better chance with your tempers that you get of upgrading your materials. So the less tempers you have to use to upgrade. So the less honing stones to upgrade to the next level, and so on and so forth. Clothing, same exact thing. Tailoring, you need to have that at a higher level to craft at a higher level. Healing, same thing, higher level to receive higher level stuff. Unraveling, higher level to extract higher level stuff. And tannin, higher level to get a better chance of upgrading. And it's exact the same thing with wood crafting. Now, I do want to touch base because I'm sure you guys noticed. Keen Eye, for all three, I have only leveled up once, and there's one section that I'm not touching at all. That's carpentry, metallurgy, and stitching. Those three, stitching, metallurgy, and carpentry, don't matter at all. All that deals with is the amount of time that research takes, and the higher you have that leveled up, you can research multiple, that allows you to research more materials at once. It doesn't matter to me, that's not worth spending these skill points for, not worth it at all. Now the Keen Eye, I'm going to show you in a video in 1 second that at only level 1 Keen Eye, it makes raw material very obvious, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So at level 1, don't spend any more past that, but get it at level 1 for all three, so then you can find this raw material very easily. It makes it very easy to find, that way you can collect this raw material and use that for crafting later on. So use only 1 level for Keen Eye for all three. Metallurgy, stitching, and carpentry, stay away. Don't spend any on that. I would recommend to stay away from it. But here we go. I'm going to go ahead and show you a quick video. Allows you to see it, not only hear it. Have your cake and eat it too. So you can see here in both darkness and broad daylight, just running around, caught in a little bit of a fight in both scenarios. But the Keen Eye trait allows me to find the raw material. So even while I'm caught up in fighting, I can see it in the corner of my eye, find it, I can mine it, pick it up, be a happy camper. Alright, so I know you guys are thinking at this point, Victor, I got all this material, I have all this stuff for crafting, but I can't carry it on myself. That's why we have this cool place called the bank. So what I do personally is I store all of my tempers, tannins, and resins, along with my weapon traits and my racial traits and armor traits in the bank. This frees up tons of space on my own player capacity and allows me to kind of, split the amount of stuff that I'm carrying. And if you need to buy more space into the bank, comes for a nominal fee, but you're able to buy, extra space for a certain amount of gold. Perfectly fine and reasonable. Over time, you're going to get more stuff to carry. But the best part about it is that while you're carrying stuff in the bank, you're still able to use that at a crafting station. So that's why I make use of it. So, showing an example, I can still make use of all of my racial trait stones, my style stones, and all of my armor trait stones, my weapon trait stones. And right now I'm actually showing you an example with what is a crafting mission. There's crafting missions for woodworking, blacksmithing, and tailoring, or clothing. It's a great way to build experience because you receive experience from completing the mission, and you also gain experience from crafting the material itself. So in this mission I have to create a couple of staffs and a few shields. It shows you on the top right like what material I have to craft. It's not necessary to craft with a trait, so don't ever craft with a trait. It's a waste of material, don't do it. So I'm just going to funnel through there just to show you that I can do it if I wanted to, but don't craft with a trait when you're going to turn it in for a mission. So again, I'm just going to craft all this material that I need to. Then once I've complete the mission for that, once you have crafted everything you need to, just take it to the designated drop spot. Alright guys, so just fast forward to the drop spot. For this specific mission, drop spot is in this location. It's different every single time for each mission that you do. Just check your map, would be really easy to find. So you just take your crafted materials to the designated drop spot. In exchange, you'll get gold, crafting material, and also experience to go towards that crafting trait. And that's basically everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been basics for crafting in Elder Scrolls Online for woodworking, clothing, and blacksmithing. If you like the video, subscribe for the channel. There's definitely more to come. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and stay tuned, guys. There's definitely a lot more to come. Alright, thank you guys for watching.